All right, so welcome back. Let's begin with a warm-up today first. So we'll start off in the center position. We're gonna step off to the right side. We're gonna sink into the knee. We're gonna power back and then off to the left side. So we'll continue side to side for 10 repetitions. So we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, come right back to center. So standing at the top of the mat, we're just gonna go through a little flow to warm up. So we're gonna fold forward. Let's walk that out. We're gonna take an arm rotation on the right side, an arm rotation on the left side. Then we're gonna bring that into a downward facing dog. Come up onto the toes, lower to the knees, take a rounding in the back for core, and a dipping into the back for belly stretch. Okay, bring that right back to flat back. Let's tuck the toes underneath, lift the hips, walk yourself all the way back up, round, come all the way. Okay, so we'll go through a couple rounds of that. Since that really works on a lot of stuff here, we're gonna walk it out, come into the high plank, rotate one arm, 1, rotate the other arm for 2, then we'll dip that back into a downward dog, lower to the knees, drop the belly for a cow pose, round the back for a cat pose for core, and then we'll lift it right back up and walk it back all the way. So folding forward into the back, into the hips, and then round to come all the way up. Now let's just try that for 2 more times. We'll walk it out. Take that rounding of the one arm, 1, 2 on the other side. Then we'll bring that into downward dog, up onto the toes, lower to the knees, round the back like a mad cat. Drop the belly into cow pose. Keeping those toes tucked underneath, lift yourself up into downward dog for strength. And then we'll just gently walk ourselves back, folding forward extra here, really opening up the backs of the legs, and then rounding into your back to come all the way up. So let's take that into one more time. We'll walk it out, come into that high plank, round one arm, 1, 2 on the other side, into downward dog, right up onto the tiptoes, lower down. Let's take a nice rounding of the back. Then dropping the belly into cow. And then let's come right back to flattening the back. Tuck those toes underneath, lift the hips again, walk yourself back, keeping that fold forward here, and then round to come all the way back up. All right, so let's bring the feet hip width apart. We're gonna take a squat down. Let's go for 6 repetitions of the squat, slowly sinking in. So we got 3, 4, 5, last one, and 6. Okay, now coming into sumo, so open up those toes a little. You're gonna come into the squat position now. Just think about taking the knees, the elbows, and pushing them into the knees, and then just take a little rock side to side. So it's working a little bit into the ankle joints here, the knees, the hips. If you have to keep your hips up a little, you can't quite go that low, that's fine too. Just a little rock side to side. Drop the palms to the mat, turn the feet back in so they're neutral underneath the hips, round to come all the way back up. Let's open the arms. Stretch the chest. Breathe, inhale, exhale. And some circles. In the other direction. And let's work the elbows. And in the other direction. Some wrists. And in the other direction. Good, and rest. Okay, so probably feeling good and warm. So we're gonna work on a little bit of weight training today. So let's start off with the chest press and the sumo squat combined. So we're gonna aim for 3 sets of this. So let's first pick our weight, and then we're going to lower down to the mat, and we're gonna work from there first. All right, so we're gonna go into the regular chest press movement. So laying flat on the back, bringing the arms to the sky. Now you can integrate core by lifting the legs, or you can lift the hips. For bridge, you can integrate glutes and hamstrings in as well. Okay, so nice big lift up. We're gonna aim for 12. Here we go, lower down and press up. So we got 1, squeezing the glutes, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's aim for 2. Big squeeze. We got 1 and 2. All right, good job. Okay, so let's roll that back up, and then we're going to bring that into sumo squat. So maybe holding a dumbbell at the chest. We're gonna open up those toes, step a little bit wider than hip width apart, and then we're gonna take that squat down. So we're gonna aim for 12 repetitions. Now, think about pushing through the heels of the feet, squeezing into the inside thighs, breathing out. So we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's aim for 2 more. We got 1, last 1, and 2. All right, yeah, good job. Okay, so taking a few seconds rest, have a quick drink, and then let's meet back down on the mat for another round of chest. All right. Okay, so aiming for 12 again, maybe feet to the sky for the low abs. So we're gonna aim for 12 repetitions. So let's get ready, here we go, lower down, big press up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, whoop, and 12. Okay, good work. So we're gonna hit up those sumos again. So dumbbells off to the side, work our way back up to our feet. All right, so bring those toes open. We're gonna lower down and lift up. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, pushing through those heels, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's aim for 2. We got 1 and 2. Awesome. All right, so just taking that little break. Grab yourself a quick drink, and then we'll boogie back down to the floor. We'll do set number 3. Okay, so for this one, maybe bringing the hips up. Maybe you can go into bridge, squeezing the glutes. So activating the hamstrings. So nice big lift up, and then here we go. So lower down. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, so let's slowly work our way up, and then we'll finish off with the sumo squat. Sumo squat. Okay, so again, opening up those toes a little bit, bringing the dumbbell to the chest. All right, so here we go. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right. Okay, good work. So let's just take a little bit of a break there, and then we're going to change it up. So the next 2 exercises coming up, we're going to focus on the one-arm row, and we'll focus on bird dogs to help with the core and the back. Okay. Okay, so for one-arm row, we're going to do the split stance row. So it's going to look like this in that bent over position, just making sure that you're angling properly from the shoulder to the hip. So don't try to row way up here, which some people tend to do. So stay in that slight bent over position. You can also rest your arm on your thigh, just using it as a prop. Okay, so here we go. Let's get ready. And we'll pump that up. So we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, let's change it over to the other side. So switching feet, folding forward, getting ready. Here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, last 2. We got 1 and 2. All right, good job. So we're gonna hit the mat. We're gonna do some bird dog work. Okay, so onto all fours, palms underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. We're gonna extend opposite arm and leg. Now what I get you to do in this one is we're gonna extend, bend, take a quick stretch, hold, and then back to hold here, extending, and then back down. So you're gonna just integrate a little bit of the active dynamic movement in that. All right, so here we go, opposite arm to leg. Take a hold, stretch, hold, reach, then bend, take your stretch, release, come back, hold, and then back down. Change sides. Extend, bend, take your stretch, then release again, and then change sides. So this is 3, hold, reach. This is gonna be 4, nice big stretch. 4, reach. 5, take your big hold here, take your stretch, reach, and change. Okay, and then this is the last one on this. Hold, stretch, release, hold, then take a rounding of the back. Good, and then relax. Okay, so let's rest, grab a drink, and then we're gonna do another round of the rows and another round of the bird dog. Okay. Okay, so a few more seconds rest and we'll get right back to it. All right, so here we go. Nice big lift up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, let's change it over to the other side. Coming into that split stance. And then nice big lift up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right. Okay, so right back down to the mat again. We'll go for another round of the bird dog. So coming onto all fours again. Palms underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. So take your opposite arm and leg stretch. Stretch it out. Hold, and then change sides. Reach, hold, take your stretch. Then reach again and change sides. So don't forget that there's a hold and reach. And then there's your stretch. And then your hold and reach again. And then over to the other side. Nice big extension. Bring it back. Reach. All right, other side. Reach again. Changing it over. Big squeeze. All right, now one more each side. Take that big stretch or reach. Then take your stretch. Reach again. And then last one. Big reach. Stretch. And then reach again. And then relax. Okay, so that's set 2 down. So we've got one more set to complete on that round. So grab a quick drink, rest up, and then we'll go for one more. All right. Okay, so just remember to stay hydrated, grabbing your drink, changing up the weights if you need to. If you want to go heavier, you need to go lighter, whatever works best. Okay, so let's get back to it. Let's not waste any more time. So coming into that split stance, folding forward. All right, so here we go. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's aim for 2. We got 1 and 2. All right, let's change it over to the other side. All right, so here we go again. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, so let's hit the mat. We're going to go for another round of those bird dogs. So resting those palms underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and then here we go. So big reach, then stretch, and then reach again, change. Reach, stretch, reach, change sides. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, let's go for 2 more. We got 7, 8. All right. And rest. Let's take a little cat stretch. Round that back. Maybe drop the belly for cow. Okay. Okay, coming up next, we're gonna do so this is gonna be like a triple movement. Triple movement. Okay, so even though we're gonna be doing like a big movement, like a squat, you're gonna be doing a combo leg kick for the glute, but then a shoulder raise. So you have to pick your appropriate weight for the shoulder movement. Okay, not so much the glute or the squat movement. Okay. So we're gonna aim for 12 reps. I'm gonna first demo the movement. So we're gonna take that squat down. We're gonna kick it back 1, 2, and then take a lateral shoulder raise. So we're gonna aim for 12. Okay, so let's get ready. Here we go. Take that squat. We got 1, 2, and then lateral raise. This is 2. Oops, lateral raise. 3 for squat, kick it back, lateral raise. 4, just working at your own pace here, lateral raise. 5, kick it back, lateral raise. 6, so we're at the halfway mark here, big lift. 7, 8, big squeeze. And we got 9, kick it, kick it. 10, we're getting there. And we got 11, kick, kick, kick. All right, so that was 12. Okay, now what we're gonna do here is we're gonna up the weight because now we're just gonna do some calf raises. So what I'm gonna have you do is we're gonna do 3 positions. We're gonna go 5 reps each. Okay, so 15. So what we're gonna do is gonna go feet or toes straight. So we're gonna go for 5, up on the toes, 2, 3, 4, 5, toes out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now toes in like duck feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, okay. Perfect. Okay, so take a rest, grab a drink. We're gonna go back to those squats again with those glute kicks and side lateral raises. All right. Okay, so let's give it another shot. So we're gonna squat down, kick it back. 1, nice lift. 2, kick it back. Lateral raise. 3, kick it back. 4, kick it back. 5, kick it back. 6, kick it back. 7, kick it back. 8, kick it back. So we're almost there. 9, 10. Last 2, this is 11. 12, kick it back. All right, good, perfect. And rest. Okay, so let's adjust the weights if you got those heavier weights. Let's get those for the calf raises. So remember, we're gonna go 5, 5, and 5. So toes are facing forward. Let's get ready, here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so toes out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, toes in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, good. Okay, so let's take a little rest, take a break, and then we got one more round. Okay. So moving on. Next set. So set number 3. Again, making that adjustment for the arm movement, not so much the squatting portion of it. Okay, so we're gonna go for 12. So let's get ready. All right, so here we go. We got 1, kick it back, and shoulder raise. 2, kick it back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, almost there. So we got one more, we got 12, kick, woo, and raise. All right, good job. Okay, so let's change that up. So we're gonna go for 5, 5, and 5 again. So toes are facing forward. Nice big lift up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then toes in. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then toes out. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. All right, so let's take our rest. Let's take a rest. Okay, so next movement, we're gonna focus on 3 movements. So we've got movement number 1, we're gonna focus on the bridge. So we're gonna work on the hamstrings. Then we're going to add in some biceps, triceps. So it's gonna be a tricep, so 3 exercises, and then just putting the weights together as we work through that. So with the hip raise, you can take a weight. Now to kind of increase the intensity a little bit, you're just gonna rest that weight onto just between the hip bones. Okay, so we're gonna do lift up, squeeze the glutes, and then lower back down. So to integrate more of the hamstring, dig the heels in, take that lift up, squeeze the glutes as soon as your butt starts to leave the mat. That's the best maximum way to make sure that you're getting a full integration. Okay, so let's get ready. And we're gonna go for 12. So here we go. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, good job. Okay, so the next up, we're gonna do some biceps and some triceps. Okay, so standing up, we're gonna do some bicep curls. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna aim for 12 repetitions. We're gonna go with hammer curls first, okay? Okay, so knees are bent, abs are tight. We're gonna aim for 12. Here we go. So we're gonna pump those up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 2 on this one. Big squeeze up. We got 1 and 2. All right, yeah, good job. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're going to do the tricep kickback. So we're gonna go double arm on this one. So we're gonna do 2 arms at the same time. You're gonna keep the elbows tucked in. You're gonna go in the bent position, knees are soft, and then just extend the arms for each one. All right, so let's get ready. So here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more. We got 1 and 2. Perfect. Good work. Okay, so back to the mat. Again, we're gonna do those hip lifts, but I'm just gonna add something in just a little bit more challenging. We're gonna go for the weight if you're using it. And then I'm gonna add in alternating one leg at a time. Okay, so when you do that, it's gonna look like this, and then you're gonna change it over. That's gonna look like that. And alternatively, you can stick to just the feet on the floor. Okay, so let's get ready. Here we go. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's aim for 2. We got 1 and we got 2. Yeah, good job. Okay, so let's bring that right back up to the feet again. We're gonna go for, that was the bicep curls. The bicep curls. Okay, so hammer curls, palms are facing in. We're gonna go knees bent. So here we go. We got 1, 2, 3. A big squeeze up. We got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Yeah, good job. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna do some kickbacks. So in that bent position, knees are bent, tuck those elbows in, big squeeze back. So we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Yeah, good work. Okay. Okay, so we got one more round, and then we'll cool it down, stretch it out. So we got the bridge, and then we've got the bicep and the tricep. All right, so just grabbing a quick drink, and we'll get right back to it. Okay, so digging those heels in, big lift up. We got 1, 2, and then if you want to add those alternating in, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, last 2, big lift, we got 1, and we got 2. All right, so on to bicep curls. The bicep curls, we got hammer curls. All right, so we got 12. So here we go. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 2 more. 1, and 2. All right. Okay, so next set, we're going to do the kickbacks. Okay, so in that bent over position, elbows are tucked in, nice big squeeze back. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's aim for 2. We got this 1 and 2. All right. Perfect. All right, nice work, guys. Okay, so what we're going to do next, we're going to stretch it out. So standing up nice and tall, let's draw that knee in and then change it over to the other side. So we got a little bit of everything in today. Nice little mix. Squeeze it in. So just remember to breathe here. Don't hold the breath. A nice big lift. All right, so standing up nice and tall, let's bring the right heel in. We'll bring the left leg to the sky, take that big stretch up. So holding that in. And then we'll just change it over to the other side. So big reach up. Reaching to the sky. Good. Then let's relax. Okay, so let's take it down to the mat. We'll take a few stretches onto the mat for hips and glutes. So let's cross the right leg over the left. Let's draw the knees into the chest. Let's rest the palms onto the shins, gently pulling down. Just stretching into that glute. And then we'll change it over to the other side. Draw it in. Pressing down. And then let's relax. Okay, so bring the arms out to the sides. We'll bring the hips to one side and take a look to the other side. And then over, switch it over. And then again, switching it over. So just moving a little bit dynamically, focusing on the spine. And over to the other side. And then again. And then over to the other side. All right, so let's bring that right back to center. Let's just take a little hug in here for the lower back, the glutes. And then a little full body stretch. So big reach. All right, so we'll just tip that over. Press yourself up. Just come all the way up. Make one more stretch. We're going to interlock those fingers. Take a big reach to the sky. Take a reach to the left. And then a reach to the right. Bring that right back to center. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the workout for today. Thanks so much for joining in.